Hello guys and welcome back to Rule the Waves 3. We left off with a pretty massive battle against the Italians as we try to invade Sardinia, and boy, they have a lot of stuff here. And so now we're just trying to go ahead and fight them, being kind of carried by the French right now as things stand. Interesting, a little destroyers over there. We're turning these light cruisers back away from this enemy corvette, which is dead in the water at this point, so that's pretty good. Let's get that going there. Yeah, sure, go ahead, detach destroyer for that. We're getting closer and closer to nighttime here. Little bit of damage here. Nothing too bad on the first of the French ships. The enemies are very indecisive. They're just sailing around here, and they keep turning around. Don't know if they'll keep turning around now. If we could just chase them away from here, I mean, that would work as well. That would be functional. I think we've killed this destroyer by the looks of it. Yeah, that destroyer's... Oh, no, it's still alive, but it's being hit. It's on fire. Heavy damage, on fire. Yeah, that's dead. That's a dead destroyer. Okay, so we are kind of getting them to go away for now. So we're going to actually just turn towards the objective is what we're going to do with both of these. Well, with everybody, actually. Just kind of open up our broadsides on them. And, well, at first we'll actually just be pointing towards them, which is not actually ideal. We're still hitting them, not really getting hit. We'll want to turn up a little bit with the France ships, as well as our armored cruisers here. Signals misunderstood, that's fine. That destroyer's still going, surprisingly. We want to dominate this area because this is where our invasion force is coming. Also, I'm slowly increasing my battlecruiser's speed to stay with the other ships. Okay, they're kind of leaving this center point. That's good. Let me start turning other ships in. Yep, France-sided unknown ship. That's fine. Some of them are daring to try to turn back. It's very brave of them. This destroyer is still alive, surprisingly. Hopefully if there's any batteries, we see them while it's still daytime. Because it's raining, so our visibility is already kind of getting fucked up. And it's just getting darker and darker. We got 3 hours until nighttime? Yeah. Yeah, that's not the greatest. Let's turn inwards a little bit with the French ships. Let's also turn inwards a little bit with these armored cruisers. Our better pre-dreads are getting up to the front, as we would want. This light cruiser can just go bully that destroyer, although that destroyer is just kind of fucked at this point. Okay, we do have an enemy battery that's going to have to be dealt with here. Let's go ahead and just turn straight south. Something sank here. Oh, that was from earlier. Let's turn a little bit. This unidentified land feature isn't just an unidentified land feature, it's a target. It is a target. And we're about to probably start bombarding it. I imagine. I hope. Not a whole lot of shots being fired in general right now. Impressive, given that this is right here. Okay, now we have 4-inch field battery and maybe more. Oh my god. Okay, that wasn't us. That's them. Thank god. That destroyer just had a magazine hit and blew up. So that's good for us. They don't have anything else up front here. We're hitting their 4-inch field battery pretty well. Pretty swimmingly. Armored cruisers kind of turn north because you're just going to keep bombarding. Battle division, turn inwards. We need to bombard any land features here. Ooh, Achilles engine room hit B. Yeah, we might want to get these guys out of here at this point, because they're lighter and this is not what they're designed for. But we're losing sight of the target as a result. Someone needs to stay over there to actually even see these things, apparently. I think the Radetskis might be a decent choice for that, theoretically. But we can turn north at this point with just pretty much everyone. Yeah, there's the land features. I guess they just have better visibility of us than we have of them. Seems like it. So we're going to have to be pretty close to land to really be hitting them. Alright, the French battleships can go ahead and attack. The Radetskis, now that their enemies are spotted, just need to turn pretty far north. Yeah, this is going to be a close combat kind of deal. Put these guys on cruise. And then turn them back in. I might put them on patrol real soon. So there's 2 enemy 4-inch batteries here. Light damage on one. The other one doesn't really have any damage at all. One of our destroyers is taking some damage because the 4-inchers are firing at our destroyers. That's a French destroyer. Just took some big hits. Okay. Light damage on fire. That's a good sign. We lit one of the 4-inchers on fire. Let's just sail down past it. You know, try to. Let's see. Put this on AI control. Patrol. And just get everybody kind of going down towards us again. Heavy damage on fire. Okay, cool. So one of the 4-inchers is dealt with. They can end up being problematic for our transport, so we want to make sure they're as dealt with as possible. Doing another kind of sweep here. Ooh, shit, man. This one's definitely dead. I mean, I feel like a lot of my ships should just stop moving just to get better hits. This one is more of a problem because we haven't even started hitting it. But we're hitting it, we're hitting it, we're hitting it. I don't think we're taking any big hits. Some superstructure hits that are not very important to worry about. Okay, 1 enemy field battery's dead. That's why I'm trying to get our pre-dreadnoughts up here as well. Although some of them have gotten kind of far. The pre-dreads have a lot of small guns that are perfect for dealing with something like this. The armored cruisers as well, given their age, their design. They have some pretty good tools for this. Alright, the French ammo's doing better than I thought it was. We've already got this other 4-inch battery on fire. It has hurt one of our destroyers. This patrol is not actually really what I wanted you to do. This isn't what I was envisioning when I told you to patrol, but I don't need you too dramatically currently. So 1st Battle Division, turn around. 2nd Cruiser Division, turn around. Radetzky, you're good. This is good. This is fine. Radetzky. Head more north. Lost sight of the target. It's very hard to keep an eye on this. Apparently. The enemy's fleet has just pretty much left. Oh, switches to AI control. It's out of sight. The visibility is going down. Yeah, the visibility is starting to go way down. But we're coming up on it again. Let's get in, like, real close, even. So let's turn these Radetskis back around. Let's get in real close. We want to get firing at this. Yes? Yes. It's weird because we can see it, but we're not doing a whole lot of shooting at this point. Because we're too far at this point. Let's go ahead and get these out of AI control, the French battleships, and get them moving in again. Yeah, the visibility is what's hurting us right now. We have to pass, like, right up against the shore to do any kind of bombardment at all. We are hitting it, though. It is starting to take some notable hits. But we're going to need a lot more damage than we currently have on it. And one of our destroyers, once again, has been hit by this 4-incher, of course. It knows how to pick its targets, alright. And so we're passing in front of it with some more ships. What is this one of ours? Okay, yeah, that's one of ours. Passing in front of it pretty directly. We're hitting it a lot. It hit our engine room, this 4-incher. I feel like these ships can slow the fuck down, quite frankly. The Kaiser is getting in to be able to hit it. The armored cruisers are turning back around, and the French ships. It's literally called the France. So when I call it the France, I promise I'm not just being a fucking idiot. The invasion force is almost here. The enemy field battery is heavy damage and on fire, so it should almost be dead, theoretically. The Kaiser is going to need to turn around. They're having trouble turning against the shore here. It's probably, you know, understandable. The France is getting some good hits in. This has the big guns, mostly. This is The province is running against the shore. Yeah, the pathfinding can be a little weird when you're pressed up against the shore. As we see with the AI. Thank God there's just like no collisions though. I feel like cruise speed is acceptable at this point. Like we're just passing it over and over and over again. At this point, just put everything on cruise speed. Also, Leopard signals misunderstood. Where is our light cruiser? Did it like leave? Yeah, it did actually. It did leave. Patrol. How about I put you to support of the main division? At least he kept a good eye up there. We didn't actually have a good eye on anything going on up there. So, let's just keep going. Keep shooting. Eventually this 4-incher will die. I'll just probably skip till then. Well, it's officially nighttime. That stupid turret got blown up, and I don't think any of our ships got blown up. We are sailing a little bit faster now with the battlecruiser division, trying to stray south of the actual invasion force because it's still moving pretty slowly, only 8 knots. As it makes its approach, our destroyer screen assisting us. Oh, the DD Renadon is sinking. Okay, yeah, that was a French destroyer, I believe. And it got fucked up earlier by a gun. DD Renadon. Where the fuck even is it? Oh, it's just all off on its own. Yeah, it took 3 light hits and it started flooding. 700-ton French destroyer. Well, the Frenchies lost a destroyer. At least I didn't lose a destroyer. I'm very happy with that. But basically, I'm just going to screen these merchants, have them get to their destination, and then have them do their thing. We have our objective. And then from there, I guess we just pass time. So what looks to be a bunch of enemy destroyers have shown back up. And so we have to get moving basically immediately. Additionally, I can go ahead and order, say, flotilla attacks from both of these groups to kind of try to match the enemy destroyers who are, oh dear, who appear to be showing up. Yeah, because these are enemy destroyers. And they are positioning themselves in a fun way. And this group got out of my control. Because of course they did. Second battle division. Just go core the first battle division. The range is going to make this a pain in the ass, man. Huge pain in the ass. But we've gotten back up to speed. Yeah, they've just decided to fucking destroyer rush us. The scout group, the battle cruisers, they're going to be the southern guard here. Because our merchants are here. And now we have to protect them. Now they're making us fight to protect them. Let's turn away with the Frenchies. And then turn back in. We do just have like a massive flotilla attack order going on. Yeah, and that should be pretty sufficient. These guys are going to turn in this way. Oh, man. Okay. You guys just core follow him too while you're in AI. B division has 2 core divisions following. Ignore. We'll have... Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't actually know. Where is the other one? It's like literally right here, I think. No, but I see it. No, never mind. It was still way the fuck out here. Well, we got control of it. Oh, now we don't. Okay. Well, let's just give them independent for now. I hate the line of sight taking control of things away from me, but it's fine. The battleships are moving. Everyone's pretty active. Let's turn back up north with you. I guess I could put them as core and attach them to the French. That might be the best thing I can maintain. Oh, we see another enemy destroyer. Yep, so they've just sent a big force over here. Annoyingly. This is set to independent. Let's have this set more to... Can't pick support, so let's just pick screen. Because we want this to turn back in. And where the hell is our light cruiser? There's a destroyer, the Leopard up here, that took pretty massive damage earlier. It's one of ours. It's doing pretty fine. Here's our light cruiser. Here they are. They have screen on the main formation. That should be ideal. Alright, so why can we not shoot you? I feel like we should be shooting you. Oh, because you're us. Another Frenchie is sinking. A 400-ton French destroyer. Took some hits earlier on, and the flooding has caught up with it. That's unfortunate. But it is what it is. How's our objective? It's still technically pending for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it is. So I'm just gonna sail around in circles, I suppose, until something happens. So it's pretty uneventful. Nothing else happened. We succeeded the objective at the last second. The transports were just running around in circles for like half the time doing nothing before literally like seconds ago we achieved the objective. And now the scenario is over. And now let's see what we did here. So that's a lot of points. 80,000 points from actually achieving that objective. We almost didn't achieve it because the AI was being dumb. But got a bonus for 9 surviving merchants, another 5,400, 85,400. We picked up some of our own survivors. They didn't pick up any survivors. We did lose 2 destroyers and 1 took heavy damage. The 2 dead ones were both French. The heavy damage is on mine. It was the one I showed you to the north. And for them, we sank a destroyer, a corvette, a merchant ship, and an LT. I don't know what an LT is, but we sank one. That's a pretty massive victory in our favor. Oh yeah, dude. 2 prestige gained, Austrian major victory, a ton of VPs. We didn't really sink their battleships or anything. They just disengaged and let us pull off the invasion. Now, if the invasion actually succeeds, that will be worth even more VP. But our troops have landed on Sardinia. Battle of Fos. This needs a special name. Invasion of Sardinia. Yeah, let's call that the invasion of Sardinia. Finished the construction of the airship base in Austria. Enemies sounded out about negotiated peace with us gaining disputed border areas in some of their colonies. Kaiser wants to know your position. Crush them completely. Yeah. Crush them completely. I'm just going to be because I just started a fucking invasion. So if this ends right now, that's going to be kind of bad, actually. No common ground found during peace negotiations. Yeah, dude. RVPs are getting further and further ahead of theirs. Torpedoes are getting better. Research area discovered. Shipboard aircraft operation. Ooh, that's interesting. That's like seaplanes. Rebellion in Middle Congo continues. Engagement in the Mediterranean. The French and Italian navies fought. A French destroyer and light cruiser were sank, but Italy lost a battleship, a pre-dreadnought, so that's pretty awesome. 290 VP for the blockade of the enemy. They haven't done any successful raiding, and our operations of America adds 110 VPs. This is awesome. If we look at the map here, I think America's getting a couple more ships here. Yeah, a couple. France is now just completely outnumbering and out-blockading the Italians, which is good. The Italians are going to be made theoretically much weaker by this, but these nations come back real quick with their mothball tactics, unfortunately. We do have positive money, so we will resume the construction of that battleship we were making. We don't have that good of money, but it's better than nothing. We are still making a single 6-inch battery over in Austria Hungary. If we take Sardinia, I mean, shit, we'll be able to make stuff here as well. Italian forces resisting attacks by Austrian troops. Well, hopefully this goes well. It's even more VPs. We're making a nice margin between us, and that seems pretty good to me. Looking around the world, it's very evident to me that the Americans are still moving. The French do have some ships here. Italy only has a corvette. Italy has sent everything of value that it has, by the looks of it, just straight into the Mediterranean, which is, of course, smart. Like, that's what it should be doing. It has something up here in the Baltics for some reason, a single armored cruiser for some odd reason, but that's not helping it. We have a new battle, a cruiser action by Sardinia, battle size medium, battle in support of land combat, definitely want to win that. Decline gives the enemy 800, no force change possible, failed command check. Our main force is led by our outdated armored cruisers, but we're getting some French armored cruisers as well. I don't think you can ever add anything to there. They have their own destroyer escorts. We have destroyer escorts a lot. We have 2 light cruisers as well. This is really not that big of a battle, but our forces here kind of suck, to be honest. We don't have our battle cruisers here, unfortunately. But this still shouldn't be too bad. The French armored cruisers here aren't too insane. They're just from 1901. They're heavier than ours. Certainly 4 9-inch guns on them. And a bunch of 16-inch and 2-inch guns as well. Very interesting. They won't be carrying us this time, I must say. So somehow the enemies are behind us. So we need to get moving immediately. Let's go ahead and get everybody moving as fast as possible. Maybe the light cruisers don't go quite as fast as they could because that's kind of excessive already. But we see some enemy ships here. They're moving really slow. I guess they just weren't moving at the start in general. We have our max gun range is this far, so we're already in firing distance here. You need to go fast. Thank you. Already in max firing distance here. The light cruisers are going to try to cut ahead of the enemy. And hopefully this ends up going well. We're sighting, but we're not shooting. What time is it? It's about to be dusk in an hour. Oh, great. And there's an overcast. Oh, great. My favorite. Let's turn inwards a little bit. This might end up being a pretty close range battle, and it's going to happen pretty late. I hear a lot of shooting. I don't see what's shooting. So that never feels very good. Oh, they're on both sides of us. Holy crap. So they're kind of split up. These are all destroyers, apparently, not cruisers over here. And then what's this over here? I don't actually know. Division under AI control. Oh, it's a support force. Oh, they're just chilling in the background. It's 2 battleships and some destroyers. Well, if we get up there, then they'll be handy, but for now, they're not. If you look to the right here, you could see that dusk is rapidly approaching. Meanwhile, we're just kind of sailing alongside the enemies, not really shooting at each other very much. The Frenchies are just kind of behind us. Our light cruisers are trying to get ahead, but not really. We're taking some pot shots at this enemy destroyer, the one that's still over by us. I'm not seeing reports of an insane amount of hits, but I'm not seeing an insane amount of reports at all. This actually needs to turn up a little bit. The enemies are just turning away from us, and it's just going to be like that until dusk happens, and then they'll get a lot braver. Holy mother of God, they're in front of us. Okay, that changes a lot of things. Everybody, hard right. I don't know what that is, starboard port, but immediately just start turning, because Jesus fuck, dude. They were on both sides of us, and then all of a sudden they're just like on one side of us. Okay, yep, that's enemy potentially armored cruisers coming at us. Let's go ahead and get the Frenchies going straight up, maybe to intercept them. There's no way that's a pre-dread. Nuh-uh, you're fucking kidding me. Oh my god, that's a pre-dread. What? Hold up, okay. Flotilla attack. I'm sorry, we don't want to be fighting a pre-dread. Nuh-uh, no sir. But if anyone has to do it, the best ones to do it would be the destroyers, yeah? They're moving so slow, so it really could be pre-dreads. Okay, well, we've lost sight. So for now, we'll just keep going up north. Maybe if we reach our own support force, that might be a good idea. Our light cruisers are not managing to really get ahead of anybody, even with their speed. Well, I found our pre-dreads, and they were coming down here the whole time. Oh, dear. This is not the time of day we really want this to be happening, but nothing else to do about it. Time to turn around, because where they're going, we might get into a fight. Certainly. So we'll have everybody start to turn around. Yeah, here you go. And now it's nighttime proper. Oh yeah, we'll try to screen for them a little bit. But we'll work together with these AI here and just run around and see if we find anybody here in the middle of the night. Probably won't, but doesn't mean we can't try. Slow down the light cruisers while they're all the way in the front. And yeah, I'll keep these guys guarded and we'll see what happens. So scenario's over. We never ended up finding them again. We took light damage to 1 destroyer. They took light damage to 1 armored cruiser. There were no objectives, so technically we won this, even if it was a very bare minimum battle. You may retire the Admiral due to his unconvincing performance in the run-up to the recent battle. No, I mean, he's fine. I don't really have anybody better. He's good. Private shipbuilding expanding, max dock size increased by 1,000 tons. That's good, because again, we're falling behind there. Because I'm focusing just what we can build right now, because we don't have a lot of money. But after this war, theoretically, we should have a decent bit more money. Improved airship tail design, airship performance. Enemy submarine has torpedoed and sunk our ship CL Helgoland. What the fuck? I think that's one of the old ones. But that's a big fucking oof. That's a big oof. Helgoland. Yeah, that's one of the old protected cruisers. Well, okay, it's not too bad then. The Giuseppe Garibaldi sank 2 Austrian merchant ships. Their subs didn't do anything else other than that. 280 VPs for the blockade of the enemy. America's operations add 150 VPs. I wonder why they're adding, but France isn't. Maybe it's because just France is not involved in this. Also, America's in this war. When is Spain going to get involved? Is that a thing? Everybody really is getting way ahead of us, so I will just go ahead and we're just going to start building up some more docks. It's going to take a year anyway. I think we have enough money to pull this off. We're going to get that money back when these light cruisers that are building are done, which they are finishing. Man, it's 1914. This is when World War II would start, or World War I, sorry. Austrian ship, armored cruiser, it's our flagship armored cruiser, intercepts Italian raider running the blockade. Oh. Auto-resolve fight. I guess I'd fight that. This armored cruiser is not that great, though. I don't really know what it plans to do. Okay, it's got somebody else. Intercepts, huh? I don't imagine that that is actually going to result in literally anything at all. Unknown ship sighted. There she is. Okay, let's go ahead and put that in line ahead. And let's see here. There's no way. No, it's moving too fast. You're full of shit. That is not that. It's an enemy armored cruiser. Okay. Let's put this just a little under max speed here, so we can give our other ship a chance to catch up, because otherwise, this is going to be a one-on-one. And it's a one-on-one where we are... Wow, that is a weird setup. I think we're technically outgunned. This is a much newer ship, and it can really outrun us if it wants. Yeah, it could really outrun us if it wants. The fact that we only have one of these up front is not that great. But hopefully it'll do until the other one catches up. Hopefully. But we do have... Woo! Fire going. There was something there. That was us. Our hull was hit. But is it too bad? Oh my god. 25% damage. What? 25% damage. I'm not seeing any count of damage. What the hell? That's kind of crazy. Maybe it'll show better after a turn. Took 2 medium hits. Hull hit, turret hit. Turret got disabled. Yeah, I guess that is kind of bad. Guess that is pretty not good. This one's kind of turning away from us now. Just by intercepting him, we've kind of stopped his raiding. Oh, here we go. He's kind of turning in, so this is going to be able to shoot now. Okay, now we have 2 different armored cruisers shooting him, which is good. He's got light damage. We're hitting him, but mostly his superstructure. We need to turn, ideally. The Danao has detached. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I see why that happened. Well, we're just going to keep firing for now, then. How's this one doing? I just got to make sure it doesn't start taking any flotation damage. And same thing with you. Took some structure hits, but nothing too crazy. I think it's trying to get away now. Yeah, we didn't catch him. He just kind of kept running away. Looks like we did more damage to him than to us. He did light damage to one of our armored cruisers. We did light damage to them. LT, I guess this is like airships or something. I don't really know what LT is, but it's always there. CA Umbria is forced to seek internment neutral port damage that occurred during the battle. Umbria? Is that one of ours? Was that theirs? Was that the Italian one? I think it was. Yeah, we never got close enough to learn its name, but looks like we did it. Yeah, we made it seek refuge at a neutral port, meaning I think it's stuck there until the end of the war. A light cruiser finishes working up. That's good. We now have 3 of those light cruisers available. And new research area discovered. Naval heavier than air. Rebels in French possession Middle Congo have been eradicated. Italian ship, one of our corvettes, has sunk. Okay, one of their corvettes sank one of our submarines in the Mediterranean. A destroyer Spalato sunk the enemy submarine, so one of our destroyers on active duty, I think, because I don't have any on trade protection, sank them. A lot of our armored cruisers are thwarting attacks here. The Umbria right here is one of the main ones there. I don't know which one we were fighting, but the Umbria was getting thwarted by a bunch of our protected cruisers, and so it had to seek internment. But they sank one of our subs. We're running out of subs. And we sank one of their subs. 240 VP for blockaded enemy, so we're just still amassing. Operations of America adds 230 VPs. I still don't understand why America is adding VPs, but France isn't. I don't know, but France is doing the blockade anyway, and my god, they basically make a... I don't want to fight France anytime soon. Holy fucking crap. But this war is going pretty well for us. We're just amassing victory points. We have an active invasion of Sardinia going on, and hopefully, hopefully we win that. But that's going to be for this episode. So, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.